All right, y'all, we back with another video. This time we're doing One of These Days. It's like the 10th song in the concert.
Yeah, the last one.
All right, so don't forget to like and subscribe, leave any comments. Let's see how this sounds.
Let's do it.
All right, bet. To the post. Wow.
Mm-hmm. crazy. Hey.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly. That stage. Of course, that's the intermission. Of course.
Yeah, that's a great intermission.
Of course.
Nice little intermission before coming back. Bro, what's that? That lap steel guitar?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that lap steel guitar is
Crazy.
so beautiful.
Oh.
That shit sound like so many different sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
Cause a part of it sounds like a pig squealing,
Yep.
and it's a part that sounds kind of like a helicopter landing, like choppers.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
They say I'm gonna chop you into pieces.
Mmm. That should sound like that, bro.
Wow.
That should sound like
That's a
that.
good point. Ooh.
That should sound like many things. It sound like war.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like chaos.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful ass sound. Very highs. You got a
Mm-hmm.
lot of highs in there, and they got some mids too, mids and lows.
The whole spectrum.
Yeah.
That part I thought about right when they had that visual where they was going in like that, and it
Oh
was
yeah,
panning
yeah.
out of both sides like
Oh
this.
man.
I thought about that like kind of like um I know we looked this up. Um that I guess this was some like a beef between somebody. I
Oh,
guess
you
that's
told me that.
yeah,
Yeah.
like between the I think that's what the image of the pig comes from. But in
Mhm.
this context,
Yeah.
just as far as like how the story's being told through the concert, it seems as if I don't know, there was a portion of it that kind of felt almost like distorted, almost like
It
I
did.
could be falling from something.
Mm.
But when I fell, I started to merge these two portals.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
for
And
sure.
so now it's like I don't know, it was there was a reality that or some type of merging maybe of two souls, two versions of the self,
Two worlds, all
you
type
know?
of shit. What year was this made? In the
Mm,
80s?
the actual song,
The actual song.
the actual song
What
was
year was this
made
made?
in 1973.
1973?
Yeah, Speak
Wow.
to Me is the first track from Pink Floyd's 1970. What's this is Speak to Me? One of these days
Yeah, I'm like, it can't be 73.
uh is number 1 on 71. It's on the
1971?
Metal album. Number 1 on the Metal album.
1971?
Yup.
Oh my, wow. Them
Exactly, right?
sounds don't even sound like the 70s, bro.
Exactly. Way ahead of the time.
Way ahead of the time,
This
bro.
one got that Echo song they've been talking about in the comments too.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. That's like you said, they've always been ahead of the time. And from what we
That's
can
what it sounds like, bro. Because there's a lot of bands today and sounds today that I'm seeing where they get their inspiration from. Or it's like the kids of Pink Floyd.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
It's a lot of children that they birth. You got the Tame Impalas. You got some elements in Khruangbin. You got um, it's a lot of different Nirvana. It's a lot of different
Mhm,
bands, bro. That's like electronic, folk type of housey. Just the sound itself. You know what I
mhm.
mean? But 71 is crazy, bro. That shit do not sound like
Come
71.
on, man.
That shit sound like a 80s soundtrack.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like a type of RoboCop or like a Terminator type of score
Mhm.
for like a movie.
Yeah,
It
especially
sound
with that
very
lap steel on
80s,
top of that. Yeah.
very digital before analog. But
Mhm.
that's the beautiful part about analog, bro. That shit has beautiful electronics.
Mm.
as far as the sounds, because
Mhm.
it's they have to emit the pure sound of the frequency.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? In a,
Mhm.
just to capture that.
Something I noticed is that, whereas now maybe, when we have those sounds, programming the computer, we play it like that. Some of those sounds are already like there's a structure of it that you can't break. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
Like, but with this one, it's almost as if it's kind of like there's a chord already playing, even though you're only playing one note.
Hmm.
Whereas, uh, um, I keep forgetting this man's name, bro. Come on, man.
David.
Richard, what's his name? Waters. It ain't Waters. Come on, bro. I already know y'all finna beat me up in these comments, all right? Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I know. We'll get it. When he plays
Richard.
those, Rich, yeah, Rich, we gonna call him Richie Rich, cause he doing rich sounds, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My man Rich, he did these, uh, like when he plays, it's always in that top synth up there. Like it's
Yeah.
very, like I said, there are no wasted notes in Pink Floyd. Like it's very calculated
Them
which
pads,
ones
bro.
those are. Like those combinations together is just
Yo, those pads. I'm like, what? If you know in the comments, what board is he playing?
mm,
Like, what keys is he playing? Like, what's the instrument?
mm-hmm.
Is it a rose? What is it? Um, cause bro, even how it looks.
Yeah.
See, bro, but they're performing it in the '90s.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it can't be a move. Move would be more bass. It would maybe it's a Roland. It could be
So,
some. Uh,
what's the '70s instrument that made those pads
mm,
sound like that? Cause them pads is rich. Like, bro, who the fuck made those sounds? The pad sound.
yeah.
Who,
Sound design.
bro?
Yeah. What was combined to make those?
To make that,
Yeah.
to make the pad sounds, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Cause the pad sounds remind me of like there's places if you've, done mushrooms, LSD, ayahuasca, bufo, there's sounds inside of you when you go to certain levels within you
Mhm.
that sound just like analog, bro.
Mm.
Especially bufo.
Mhm.
I did bufo.
Mhm.
It damn near sounds alien, but it
Mm.
sounds tribal. But it's like real frequencies, like the core of
Mm.
the self. That shit sound like it's music.
I can definitely hear that in this.
You know what I mean? So it's like those frequencies where it's emitting from, it come from a higher place, bro. It's like it's a universal language.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because it's not a language. It's like it's not words. It's frequency. It's like that crunchy,
Mhm.
warm, buzzy type of
Mhm.
frequencies. You know what I mean?
Wow.
When you hear that shit, I'm telling you, bro. When I heard this shit, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, where are them sounds coming from?
But I've never experienced what you're saying,
Yeah,
but exactly everything you're saying is what I hear here.
yeah.
Like I can definitely feel
Have
that.
you ever had the experience of your rings of your ears ringing?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So just imagine that sound. It's way more sounds like that. So I'm not
Mm.
sure if the sound's coming from the earth, it's coming from the self, or is it all the
Mhm.
same shit? But it's some crazy sounds, and the analog synth sound just like that shit.
Mm.
The same
Wow.
place. Let's say the same place.
Maybe. I mean, can't be. It can't be just because of the sound. Maybe there's only certain sounds that emit at a certain frequency.
Or I mean it's from damn near from all levels of the spectrum, but it's only some you could hear with your
Yeah,
ears.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? That you can pick up on the ears. That you
Mhm,
like, they say animals could hear all that shit.
mhm. 'Cause like you said, that dog whistle is very faint to us, but very vibrant in theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, like, it's like you got delta. What you got? You got delta.
Waves, uh-huh.
It's a lot of just that those levels, those
Yeah.
classes
Theta
of
wave
frequency.
too, something like that.
Theta, beta,
Yeah.
shit like that. But yeah, nice intermission.
Psst.
So the next part is what? Dark Side of the Moon
Yeah, it
for the
transitions
post?
to yeah.
All right, guys. we done with this one. Like and subscribe, leave your comments, and we'll be back with the next video.